Now, I want to get to that classified memo that could soon be released to the public. Remember, please, the FBI chief, Christopher Wray, he read the memo, and within 24 hours, he'd fired his second-in-command, Andy McCabe. Danny Coulson is with us, former FBI Deputy Assistant Director. Andy, welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you.
What does it tell you when the FBI chief reads this memo, goes back to the FBI and fires his number two? It tells me that there is political dynamite in this memo. What say you?
Well, I think there's practical dynamite in that memo. Everything in Washington, of course, is political, even the weather. I think we need to remember that the director strongly supported Mr. McCabe when there was pressure to ask him to be removed. Now, after he reads the memo, he comes back and immediately dismisses him. That's very, very sinister for Mr. McCabe. And I think this is the first leaf to fall here. I think there'll be others a lot more important than this. And the fact that he let him go, that doesn't bode well for him.
By the way, former FBI Director James Comey, right after the goodbye to McCabe, this is what he tweeted. Scroll up, here we go. Special Agent Andrew McCabe stood tall over the last 8 months when small people were trying to tear down an institution we all depend on. He served with distinction for 2 decades. America needs you. What's your response to that, sir?
Well, he also presided over the biggest fake investigation in the history of the FBI, that being the investigation or matter of Hillary Clinton. That brought disrespect to the FBI. It terribly is disconcerting to those who served it and the agents that are there now. Mr. Comey can say what he wants to say, but frankly, I think we ought to sit back, see what happens, and then make our judgment of Mr. McCabe. And if he did nothing wrong, frankly, they need to say that. If he is exonerated in this thing, then the department needs to come out and say he did nothing wrong. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but frankly, justice needs to prevail here, and we need to know exactly what happened, especially, Stuart, with regard to the FISA court. If they misled the FISA court, that is the ultimate disgrace to those people that did that.
How do you feel about, you're an FBI guy. You spent your career with the FBI. How do you feel about the current state of the FBI?
The current state of the FBI is great. In my business, I work for the FBI from January through December. This doesn't affect them. It makes them angry. They still do their job. They catch terrorists. They rescue hostages. They do their job. This is a small group of people who happen to be at the top levels of the FBI who, frankly, let us all down. They let down our culture, what we believe in. They let down the American people and didn't follow the Constitution. And if they did that, then shame on them. It doesn't reflect on me. It doesn't reflect on any other agents. It reflects on them. And that's basically bottom line.
Well said, sir. Andy Coulson, FBI guy. Thanks for joining us, sir. Always obliged to you.
It's always a pleasure, Stuart.
Yes, sir.